It's going to be mind-blowing, and so is this game number 7. Let's see who's going to stay in first or hold it down for the first time. Lucky Space, take it away.
All right, we find ourselves in the end of this tournament. Only 2 games to go, sitting in game number 7. Lucky. London's on the horizon. It's all exciting times, but like everything right now is just about the panic of the leaderboard, man. Everybody's just vying and jockeying for a spot. If you're in top 4, you're great. If you're not, you're scared. What needs to be the cadence, the pressure, the aggression, the mental? Like, what's the mental have to be for a lot of these teams coming into this game 7?
Let me just say this. You got to have Destroy's mental. This guy's got vibes on 100 when he's competing, man. This guy, anytime you watch him, it's going to feel like you're watching the first place right now. Like, he's got the energy. He's got the momentum. This is a type of player you want to have on your team. He's always got the vibes up no matter what the situation is. And unfortunately, he's going to actually run into Sage and them. Not a bit. It's a tougher fight to win, especially off rip. And, that might be what we start seeing out of these teams, right? They want to start taking, you mentioned it earlier, Space. These teams might want to start taking on the big dogs, know where they land, know their roads. Like, all right, let's start landing on them. If we can get them out the match, then we could be the Diazbiffle squad of the match, right? And we could be the dominant ones that come out on top with all the eliminations.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to a hot POI off the rip, I mean, you should always, like, just roll a dice. You should expect 40% of the time you're going to run into Destroy. Just be prepared for it. So if you do find him, take him down quickly. He's like an attack dog. He doesn't get off of you, and eventually, of course, he will drop in the gunfight. zlaner will fall as well. So that's 2 players down from Biffle and company who are taking on that trio. We'll be interested to see how this team can survive as Destroy will get out with his life. 3 seconds to go, and everybody's back to full strength. But already, you got Destroy, zlaner, and Raul taking on Biffle and company, the #1 team in the tournament. And if I'm this squad, Destroy, at the moment, I know you want to focus on placements. You want to focus on getting within the top 6. But I would be taking this fight. I would be trying to get the #1 team down quickly.
Yeah, we'll see how the squad kind of plays out here. Roy does a shotgun, not a weapon you kind of want to have in your hand. Another player underneath him. He's gonna have to take this fight by himself. Not the weapon he wants to use to go up against DJ. On board with Smixy will be representing females in the World Series of Warzone. Now on Vondel, seeing what she can do here. Self-res. Vibes up.
The vibes feel good right now. You can hear, like, Smixy just kind of playing on the low ground. She's gonna be the scout, the information for everybody else. If she sees 1 or 2, she'll roll back up, get with her squad, but you also have to be worried about peeling off. Like you talked about before, Lucky, like, having a 2-1 spread. Right now, that 1 is currently down.
Yeah.
Cracked one.
2 different teams up there.
Not a lot of plates to work with either. And you're going to, as we jump around, especially in these next couple, minutes, you're going to see squads that are playing very, very fast. And some squads are playing relatively slow, right? And it's all going to come down to, all right, what did they identify their problem to be as a team? Is it because they weren't playing fast at the beginning of the game, or they were playing too fast and not making an end game, right? So once the team kind of identifies, okay, we need to pick up the kills, we need to work on the placement, you'll start to see their gameplay start to change as we did the last match or 2.
Playstyle is changing as the games wane on is a very big differentiator between top teams and teams that just try to play for placements. You can really see who's successful and who isn't. Because right now, just locked in. Ahsoka working through with the comms in his team. Myopo able to find 1. Over to zlaner. Does nice to be able to crack those shields, but not enough to clean up the play. Smixy will drop from Destroy sub. And here comes the push from zlaner.
Or being the entry man here. zlaner not too far behind. Gonna go ahead and take out flanked, knocked, and a full kill.
Can we get a UE? Can we get a UED?
McCrunnan to work with as well. All reliable. Interesting to see how the meta changes over the next couple of weeks as we go into the last and final tournament of the year, World Series Warzone.
Oh, I already popped the play box.
He already popped it on the box.
And they're already taking a couple of very risky gunfights. They got to be careful here. Destroy down. One thing for certain, this is one of the most vocal teams you're going to find in this entire tournament. So what better way to figure out exactly how they're approaching this gunfight than by jumping in with a listen in. Let's do it with zlaner. Destroy.
Team to the right as well. Team to the south as well. Side to the south.
I am.
Got my fucking hip right here. I'm jumping over this wall to the right. Ready?
Heard.
Teammates right here. He's right here front door. We shit on this.
Heard.
Play with me close.
Give me a sec. I'm a little far from you.
Come on,
I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Look, right here in the corner.
Right behind you, right behind you. I got you. Knock, traded.
Let you guys. Those doors right open.
Hold up.
Behind
I
me,
got
behind me, on the window. Chasing you.
In the corner. I'm with.
Weak a little bit. Mine.
Yeah, we got it. Nice. I'm selfing. Let you guys. Those doors right open.
Hold up. I got PA.
Chasing you.
Only 3,000. Nice. I like that.
I'm.
Yeah, save it. Yeah. Right on you, right on your head.
Right here on your wall. That are all on you.
Is that them?
That's Don.
20. That's... One more in front of you, D. One more in front of you. Two more in front of you. I'm jumping down. I'm staying alive for Ro. He's up. Ro's up.
I'm up.
Yep, just stay up.
Bro, you jump down.
I hear you. I hear you.
Tried to get away. I cut up.
You're good. I got away.
Hostile UAV overhead.
Oh, I got a random kid camping in the fucking in the coffee shop.
I can land here. There's a mean heady. I can kill that.
Okay, I hear you.
Want him in?
He's getting shot at by that guy, Mark. He's getting shot at. You got that guy. Easy.
Well, trying to work for the high ground on top of the university has been successful for the moment, but a bit of panic in those comms, Lucky. You heard them earlier in their initial gunfight. They were like, I need you now, get in here. It seemed like they just weren't on the same page.
Yeah, you know what? It's a little bit different than Warzone Vondel has a lot more fights and a lot happening a lot quicker. So, as much as the high energy and the comms are flowing between, especially those two destroying zlaner going into World Series Warzone, it's a little bit more difficult when the matches are just flowing a lot faster than what you're used to. And like we mentioned earlier, there's not any practice for Vondel. You can play pubs, but nothing will come close to the competitive environment you're witnessing today.
This kid has a water pistol.
Again, the water play has been used to save teams, has been used to engage teams, but right now, it is trying to be the former. Is Destroy so weak. Raul will get back to full strength to an extent. Doesn't have any plates now. And really, zlaner's the only one in a viable spot to help out here.
Yeah, I know. You got 3 on.
Gotta be careful here because this squad is known to running their pistols. Okay, we're gonna cut out just before we heard those beautiful comms.
I'm looking for the kid.
Now gonna be working inside university.
Hit him up a little bit.
Cronin as well.
You want me to stroke it or come to you?
Bit of a wider area to hold too.
I'm gonna stroke it.
One was above you.
No,
This is
yeah,
tough.
I'm looking for him.
We saw this a couple of times in different locations for like Natasha and company where they, they're playing close together, but they're covering a wide amount of opportunities between those double doors, between the exit strategies when working up towards the roof. This is also just tough because you're trying to zone up top with that streak, but you're giving up a lot here. Because Natasha was able to find one.
Probably on loadout.
What do you do in this spot?
Still down there. Right here. Coming up your
Well, you're going third, going to the 4th zone, and given your location, if you do get eliminated, just kind of like how Inno is, and you lose control of this building, trying to find your loot or trying to recover is going to be very difficult. So just completely slowing it down to make sure you stay alive for the time being and just pick up the kills a little bit after. But again, this is something we saw with Nat's team, not having enough eliminations going into Resurgence close, which happens in a minute. So hopefully, the only thing she can really hope for her and Co is just that they get any more of these fights going on inside and play a little bit quicker.
It's almost poetic. As soon as you think Natasha might be like in this spot, there's the team. There they are. Zepti underneath on 1 level, Natasha on the 2nd. Inno's probably around her. They're going to let Zepti be the roam. Let that front sub do as much dirty work as possible. Then you do the cleanup from the back. The anchor stays. Everybody plays the 2-1. It's easy. 5 eliminations for the moment. Zepti trying to work on the 6th. You have a loadout drop in front. You can use that as bait. You could also try to play around it on a late rotation left side of the zone. It will be tough, though. The smoke's quickly called in for utility and just trying to move into position.
Hopefully reading up on some perks or just dropping some weapons. No, the weapons of choice are going to be the castle of MP5. So the thing too is like at any point, if you get an elimination, you're trying to pick up some guns. Most of the people on the map are going to be running relatively close to what you are rocking. So you can really get away with anything.
Yeah. I think that's a good call as well. Like we've talked a lot about, getting kitted early, getting your loadouts, and how those can that differentiation can happen in the late game when you're trying to rotate through the middle zones. Why it's important to maybe wait on getting your loadout, why not But at specific moments like this, the players you're running into are usually going to be fully kitted, so you have to start making some investment in that department. Especially when the placements matter.
Yeah. Not really in the best position. Sean J Gaming, they got to kind of rotate in, but the building that seems to be in the zone on the left-hand side is most likely contested. Yeah, that pans out, and just like that, Resurgence is disabled, and Ula took some notes from Iceman. Isaac has a heli in hand.
Took some notes from you. They know what's going on.
I
don't think she got one, but Iceman is slowly creeping forward.
I gotta see a chop out of Lula. I just have to. At least one. Oh, man. Representing Drakes.
How great would a jailbreak be right now? Just
oh,
just
my
for the culture.
gosh, dude.
Oh, she got one. Wait, you might get lucky.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There we go. Oh, so close.
Oh, man. Who's this guy?
You're making me cry. Oh, what, the #1 player in the lobby? Okay.
I guess. Oh, actually, he's the last now remaining for his squad.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Here she comes. Here she comes. Careful. Oh, there we go.
God.
That's what we're talking about.
No!
Let's go, production.
Oh, production on top of it. Lula going for the chop. She finds one. Can she go for a second? Extraordinary gameplay coming from Lula. Can she do it? Not going to be able to find it. Marking a gas station. Hopefully to repair it, dude. What did we just witness?
A little smile. You absolute demon. Lula, you fool nobody. She's out for blood.
Let's go ahead and get the tier list going. Diaz going to fall just behind Lula after that one.
I just team. I know I'm going to get so much hate now.
No, the two-piece!
Do it.
No! Wait.
Should have been a hit.
Yeah, I agree with her. That should have been a hit.
I don't know.
Well, we didn't get a jailbreak, but we got pretty close to it.
Yeah. I mean, we got to witness Lula chop out Diaz for the team-wide endgame, the first place.
That's amazing.
I mean, yeah, that's a cherry on top.
Somewhere Reflections is just like punching the air with happiness. He is so happy right now.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Baby's going to come soon. Yo, guys, just trust. I'm going
to... just trust the game plan. It's all good. All right, so back to like traditional action, I guess here. Like, all right, like we see similar positions. FIFA kill up top. Raining shots down into the river like we've seen before, back all the way in Game 1 where they ended with 23 eliminations and the victory royale. Smokes will not keep you safe for long. This is a dangerous spot to be in, but I mean, a pretty good one with the AR in the hands of FIFA kill. How are you feeling about this, Lucky?
Well, FIFA's always been known. We saw it in Game 1 with the high ground, but they're going to have to jump out soon. It seems like that's going to play on the left-hand side here. If they have some smokes, they can hit this zip, but FIFA's doing what FIFA's like most comfortable with, and that's key, right? You want to, make sure even though if you're playing a different map, you're still kind of having the same play style as you would. P-Strike's gonna come into play, and those things could be a bit inconsistent. FIFA and Co's got to be careful. First strike coming in, second place as well. Okay, they should be good.
I mean, when a FIFA kill or a player like him gets comfortable in space, they can manipulate that power position to the absolute fullest. It's going to be tough to take him out. More shots continue to fly out from OEK and Wiz. They got one crack, working on the down. Wiz is weak. He's got to be careful.
Gotta be careful. Drill charge is going to come into play. Trying to do what they can do. We get sniped. 2 players on FIFA is going to have to back out of this one. It looks like he's going to go down for the count. Oh, the last one remaining.
It was Solidify. We got him down.
Another M13. I gotta try it today.
That's your assignment now after this. Yep. You're gonna have to go try the M13. Let us know how it works out, because we saw it from Sean J. We saw it here.
I got all of left side. I got all
and destroy this squad that was in a very perilous spot to start the game of our 7th match, our final week of competition here. Find themselves all 3 up, guns ablazing. Raul finds 2. Took down, I think that was Swagg. I don't know, but Lula will drop, so her time in the chopper's done. Extra ping, zlaner letting them know. Destroy, trying to clean it up. Can't. Louis finds 1, and Destroy falls very quickly after. 6th place for that trio.
It looks like Solidify, who seems to have the high ground, might be in the best position to win this game, but can't count out the low ground warriors. Slimex, Joe, and Breadman, another trio still alive in a 3v3. I think that's 9 players remaining. 3v3v3.
Oh, this is going to be a really tough zone to work through. You got nades. Of course, utility's going to be a problem. But if you get siphoned inside, you can get pushed from the back. That's the tough part. Huskerrs with the high ground. Solidify's got a sniper in his hands.
Yep.
Oh, that or the AR's changed up. No. Okay, we'll be, of course, Huskerrs.
This is where it gets tricky, right? Although you have high ground, I mean, high ground and low ground are both in zone at the same time. We're about to see a gas play of a century here, 3v2 situation. Make that 3v3. The flares are going to come into play, and that's going to be live pings coming in. The team down low, or they're going to go straight down. They know Huskerrs has that snipe. We're about to see our first heal off of the day.
And do you even risk pushing this, or Lucky, do you just kind of hold position and play for the heal off here?
I think you definitely send one down there to do some damage, especially if you're high ground. Whoever has, you know, drop the self-reses, drop the gas mask, and then just do a full send down low, because you got to do some damage down here.
Absolutely have to. With at least the amount of numbers you have left, you can't just play like a 3v1. You're going to have to at least make a move here. Gas mask still available for Joewo. 27,000 in the bag, but no buy station available. It doesn't really matter. Solidify will drop. First blood to Limax. Looking for the second. He'll move up. Breadman, dangerous. But the ping does ring out regardless.
And they'll regroup. Oh, they flared up, so now it's back to 3v3.
They're playing the gas.
One's gonna jump down. That's gonna be 2v1 situation. I think Huskerrs is the last one remaining. Shots are trying to line up for Breadman. Another player's gonna self-res on the right-hand side. Joe's down for the count on the top height. One's in the top gas station. Oh my god, jumping off the side. Solidify back up. Huskerrs as well. Just pure chaos going back and forth.
They're still up. They still have numbers up. Limax with a ping. Here comes the revive again. More chaos inside the point. Breadman's able to find one and the knock. We got more players flying into the zone. Here comes Breadman for the cleanup. Janitorial duties done and dusted. Joewo back down to the action. Breadman will fall. Huskerrs finds the pick and will get punished for it. And in the end, I think it was Joewo and company who find the win, and they do. So the chaos in the river does not work out, but it's the constant revives that do.
Bro, huge.
And
Huge.
That has to be the most chaotic game of the day.
Yeah.
Joe had just made it top 10, so reflections, he's gonna most likely jump that squad to like top 5, possibly top 4.
Top 5, top 4. I mean, they were already in 6th place after that. You mentioned that 5-point spread. Wow. I mean, that's a big game. It's only 18 eliminations, right? So not the biggest game we've seen today.